we're back, and this show just keeps going. It's just going and going and going. It's like an ever-ready battery. Are you having fun, Alan?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. And let's see, who is our final guest today?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. John?
Yeah.
Skosick from Girl to Gorilla.
Nice. Okay, he was in the photos, yes. The Alan Rond montage.
Oh, that's an awesome photo.
You got to speak into the mic.
Oh, that's an awesome photo.
So you want to talk about your band a little bit?
Absolutely.
It's the Steve Pang Band, right?
It is one of the Steve Pang bands.
And Steve Pang is Mr. Otto Shrunken
Mr. Otto
Head.
Shrunken Head. He's our drummer, percussionist, awesome friend, and really great part of the band. Who my bass
He's a
player
great guy.
Spiro and I found. Luckily, a few years ago, we had some auditions for a drummer because we didn't have anybody, and there was 4 guys supposed to show up, and he was the only one. So they made our decision easy, and luckily he's an awesome drummer. So
that's amazing.
Yeah. So we picked him up, and just have been sort of riding that ever since. Added a couple other spices to the concoction with Simon Rosa on guitar and keyboards a couple years ago, and Amalia D on viola.
Amalia.
So
do you have gigs coming up?
We do. We're playing tomorrow night at Trash Bar in Williamsburg.
Okay.
And we'll be on at 9. I think from 8 to 9 there's an open bar, and then Girl to Gorilla on at 9. And
now those open bars at Trash Bars sometimes are kind of like it's deceptive.
Free PBR?
Is that what it is?
Is that what it is?
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not.
So
maybe
sorry.
not. Maybe not. No.
Deceived people.
It might not be, but I just recall
They may have well drinks too.
Well drinks.
I think they might have well drinks.
That would be all right.
Yeah, that
well
would be good.
drinks.
It's Thursday night after all.
Yeah.
Oh, Thursday night is a good night out.
It is.
That's good.
And we'll be followed by the Vondells.
And you go on at.
We go on at 9.
So right in time for you to be trashed at Trash.
Absolutely. Trash at Trashed and listen to some good music so you won't hear any mistakes.
I like Trash Bar, though. I like that venue. It's a fun place. It's a fun gig.
Yeah, it's a good stage. Good.
It is
good
a good
sound.
stage.
I like it a lot, too.
I do, too.
Alan was there the last time we played there. I think one of the 3 people. We showed up at 11:30 on a Tuesday.
Well, this is a Thursday, right at the
9.
open bar. So
Absolutely.
it's always a nice way to get hopeful alcoholics who are still drinking out. You know, it's so hard to get people out, period.
It really is, you know. If it's
so
a decent hour, decent night.
You know, there's an excuse for
I
everything.
got kids, I got a job, I got to work tonight.
I have all those things, and I try to get out
as
as much as possible because of those things.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to be a
Exactly.
booster.
You know, come on. Yeah. So let's hear you play so we can see why people would want to
Okay.
come tomorrow night.
All right. Let's see if I can.
Even though your son, the drums and the bass, and whoever else might be playing with you tomorrow night.
Okay.
Who is playing with you tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night we have the Demands on at 8, I believe.
Oh, so they're there during the...
They're there during. They get trashed
with them.
us getting trashed. We're on at 9. The Vondells are next, followed by the Crusher and the Rubber Room Rats.
Okay, so let's hear you, Steve.
Or John.
Sorry.
Let's see here.
I know. I'm just dreaming about the open bar and I get trashed.
Just one day I had to get away. I needed a break and I needed something new to see. Into a bar filled with old men's eyes, she said, "Welcome to Madeira, buy a drink for me." A few drinks more, we head out the door. She starts to hint at just how lucky I could be. I pulled her close and she whispered, "Hey baby, come home with me." Oh, there she goes, with a smart mouth, taking off my clothes. She says, "Hey mister, do you like what you see? You know you could do anything you want to me." And I thought to myself as she went down, oh, I love Madeira, I love this town. When I wake up, she's taking off her makeup, and that's when I realize she's much younger than me. She says, "I don't know how they do this in the States, but here in Madeira, that was not for free." Oh, she sounds so mean. She's just a smart mouth, at Sweet 16. With 16 brothers, and I'd have to agree 96 bullets could be looking for me. She says, hey mister, why you still around? Pay me my money and get out of town. Oh, when I made to leave, she pulled out a gun and aimed it very carefully. She took my money and my clothes, my dignity. She left me naked in the street for everyone to see. La police advised, best not make a sound. Get in the car, we'll drive you out of town. It's years later, there's a part of me that hates her, but when I think about it, that's a small part of me. One of these days I'm gonna go back to Madeira and find that girl, she's gonna marry me. Oh.
Wow, I feel like you incorporated everything in that song. What we were just talking about. The drinks, the married.
And they just had the floods in Madeira.
Look at that. Talking to the mic, my friend, because otherwise nobody's going to be able to hear you. You have some powerful voice.
Thank you. Thanks.
Did you write that song?
I did. The music actually was originally written by a guy we used to work with named Gary Miles.
You still talk to Gary Miles?
You
kind of said that in a way that I don't know if you're really
he used
friends
to be in
anymore.
the band. No, we're friends. He just moved out of the city, so it's tough to keep in touch. And he wrote the music. I took it, wrote words for it, and then rearranged it a little bit to make it a little shorter. It was more of a jazz odyssey, I think, a little bit beforehand. So
Madeira,
rock it up.
Isn't Madeira like a goddess or something?
I'm not sure. I know it's a town in Portugal, and it's a wine. That's where they make the wine.
Right.
Huge flood, huge floods.
Ugh, more floods.
Yeah.
What is going on with earthquakes, floods, etc.?
Do you know, we knocked ourselves off the axis the other day with Chile. We're spinning like
out of control.
Well, like some tenths of a second faster than we were prior to the earthquake.
Wait a minute. The whole Earth is?
I heard Bill Nye say that, the science guy.
Oh, Bill Nye, the science guy.
Yeah. He was from London, I think.
So wait, so what does it mean? Does it mean that we get to global warming even faster?
Yeah, probably.
Like one.
Just another thing, we get to that.
Now, what's your take on this? If you you pay attention to Bill Nye, the science guy, so you obviously have some type of scientific nature to you. Now, do you have? My dad often says that the world has probably happened like it's happening now. Like, who are we to think that it's the first time that it ever started from here and evolved to here? It must have happened many, many times, and we destroy it. And then it starts again, and then it goes to a level of whatever, and then it gets we self-destruct, and then it starts. Do you like
No, I can see that. I mean, that's
how I was raised. Like, it's gonna all
Eventually, my parents were mathematicians, actually.
So tell me.
So
really, both of them.
Both of them.
Did they meet in the math room?
They did.
Which one? Like high school?
No, college.
What were they taking? Like advanced calculus 12?
My dad was, I think, teaching advanced calculus.
Oh, she was the student.
Well, yes,
so
but they
your
didn't start dating
teacher,
until afterwards.
the subject. It was one of those, huh?
I'm not going to say anything.
Aw, that's cute.
But
what school was this?
California University of Pennsylvania.
Wait a minute.
CUP.
Where is it?
California, Pennsylvania.
It's California, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's
right
Pennsylvania.
Next to